It was the early 2000s and a new decade, and it was a new turn for game consoles and games alike. Games that would be specific for certain platforms would expand to other consoles. New innovative games would come out with sequels that were just better and more enhanced, and everything seemed so fun and creative. The Crash series has finally crossed platforms for Xbox, and well, I had an Xbox and I really wanted the game. It was The Wrath of Cortex, which is right after Crash 3. I was so excited for it. I didn't really know what to expect, so I quickly got a copy as soon as I could. Which took me all night because back then on release nights, you would stay overnight at the game store and try to be the first one to get there. Well, it still didn't beat the atrocious line I got to get the game. It was around 10 a.m. when the store finally opened, and I finally got to stumble in and get the last copy. The very last copy. And so many people were mad behind me, and I can't forget it. But I didn't care. I wanted to play Crash Wrath of Cortex. I was so excited for this installment, I was going to do anything to get it. I quickly rushed back home, and my roommate was sleeping. It was his day off from work, and I didn't really want to interrupt him, but I couldn't wait at all. I quickly ran in and slammed the door and shook him awake and told him to at least play one level with me. Groggy and confused, he just nodded his head and said okay and give him 5 minutes. I set up the game and made us some breakfast, and we got the game started. The first level was the Antarctic one, and it was honestly really fun, but halfway through I had to go to the bathroom, so I pressed pause. About 5 minutes into my bathroom break, I hear my friend scream completely, and he threw the controller and started screaming bloody murder like someone was trying to murder him. I quickly ran back out to check what was happening, and nothing. He was just sitting there, swearing that the pause screen moved by itself. Yeah, dumbass, the jewels and gems flicker on and off when you're waiting. No, man, no, you don't understand. It fucking moved. It fucking moved without us controlling it. You're probably just tired. Let's just try to forget it and continue to level. We proceeded to play the game, and everything was normal for about 2 hours. I know I said one level, but I kind of forced him to stay up with me for the whole afternoon, just to spend some time with them. He told me he didn't want me to leave him alone with the pause screen anymore, and he would follow me all around the house, and it was starting to really agitate me. I told him to just go sit in the couch and let me make a quick phone call with my doctors real quick. Boy, was that a mistake. I heard a loud bang, crack, and smash, and then a bunch of screaming. What is your problem? I walked back into a trashed living room with a broken TV and smashed Xbox. It did it again. I swear to God. You broke my shit. That's it. You're buying me a new Xbox and a TV. How could you do that? I don't care what scared you. You never did that to a scary movie or a horror game or anything. But Crash? Crash? It warranted you smashing my stuff? I'm sorry, man. Look, I haven't been sleeping right. Maybe I saw something. Yeah, maybe you did. I was completely mad. I left the house for a while, and I told him I'll be back within a few hours to go take a breather. When I came back, well, let it behold, he had a new Xbox and a TV, and he even said the game was completely undamaged. I forgave him and just went in my room for the rest of the day. But when it reached around midnight, I started prepping myself for a little late hangout while he was at work. Around 4 a.m., I sat in the living room and turned on the console again. I quickly played a few levels and busted a few checkpoints and then went to go get myself a snack. I kept the game paused, though, to see what he was talking about. At first, I didn't pay no mind to it, and I went and did what I was actually going to do, but then I came back, and something told me not to hit play. So I didn't. Crash was in mid-jump in the air, and when I came back, he was standing, not jumping. He was looking directly at the TV like he was looking at me, with a mischievous grin. He had his teeth out and 2 thumbs up. I got weird, but who knows? Maybe a button accidentally pressed or something. Is this what he was freaking out about? This is no threat at all. I just chalked up his game being weird and continued playing. But curiosity got me again. I paused and I sat there for 15 minutes, not leaving the couch. He didn't move, not once. What is it? Is it when I turn my head or something? I quickly turned my head to my friend's room and then turned back. Crash wasn't on the game screen. I quickly heard his "whoa, whoa, whoa" played over and over on the TV, and it wouldn't stop no matter what I pressed. The Xbox wouldn't turn off. The TV wouldn't even move. The whoa just got louder and more distorted and more aggressive. Like he was trying to tell me something. A message popped up on the screen. Look behind you. I froze up and my blood ran straight cold. This game was talking to me and my friend wasn't lying. This must have been like some haunted copy or something, or some fucked up version someone made. Maybe it was a prank by Naughty Dog. But then I remembered that they aren't in charge of Crash no more. I took a long gulp of water and I quickly took some anxiety medication and called my roommate and told him that he wasn't lying and deeply apologized. I told him to please get home as soon as possible. I don't know what's going to happen. It won't turn off. He told me to calm down. He's got a few more stops to make and then he'll tell his boss he has to go home early because he feels sick. I sat there and waited for hours and hours and hours, and I was getting quite terrified of what was going on. The TV was making weird noises and flashing random images, really, really, really messed up images of what looked like mutilated bodies of my friends and family. I quickly started freaking out and calling them, and no phone was answering, no number was picking up, and no one was getting on the other line. Every time I called, I just heard, "Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!" Is Crash killing my family? No, that can't be happening. I just gotta wait for Josh to come home and then I can finally get some sleep and then figure this out. But until then, I can't get rid of this noise. It's in my head. It's driving me off the wall. I heard something come from the basement. I wasn't gonna go check it out. I'm not that stupid. That's how every person in every horror movie gets killed. But curiosity did get me, so I went to the kitchen right by the basement and put my ear up against the door. It was spin sounds, like the animated spin that he does. The deep sea diving song from Nitro Kart, which wasn't even related to Rapid Cortex, I'm pretty sure made after, was playing in my basement. What? What is going on? I started to think there was something wrong with my house, and there was something wrong with this game. I got to destroy this game. I quickly scampered to the drawer of my kitchen and flipped through the little compartments and grabbed a knife and a cleaver. The only objects I can really have that are kind of blunt, and I went to town on my Xbox, and I felt really bad because my friends spent amounts of money on it, but it wouldn't stop. He came home mid-smashing it, and he wondered what I was doing. I quickly pushed him into his bedroom and locked the door, and we stayed in there for about an hour. I told him not to make a sound and quickly rushed him in his closet and locked the door. What are you, trying to make out with me or something? No, dude. He's fucking real. He actually got out of the TV. Look, I don't know how much weed you smoke on a daily, man, but there's no possible way he could. I'm serious. I heard it in the basement. Go to the kitchen and put your ear up to the door real quick, and then come back, and then tell me I'm wrong. Go out there? No, you seem in such a rush to put me in here, so let's stay in here until whatever finds us kills us. You didn't think about calling the police? Oh, what? And tell them that a haunted video game is trying to kill us? Look, I'm sorry I didn't listen, Josh, and now we're in deep shit, and I don't know if we're going to make it out of here or not. I even tried destroying the game, and the game would just remain untouched. What do we do? I'm not sure. To be continued. Whoa!